If you want to take your crochet project from something that looks like this to something that looks like this, keep watching this video and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a slip knot. So I'm just going to go like this and make my slip knot and then place my hook in the loop. Then we're going to start chaining. You want to make sure your chains aren't too loose, but they're also not too tight either, so you get that middle ground in terms of tension. Here's how my chains look. As you can see, everything's all equal, so now we're going to begin. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to do this with half double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to go into the second chain of our hook, and we're just going to insert a half double crochet. And then we're just going to insert one half double crochet in each stitch, or more like in each chain space until the end. So just keep doing this until the end and I'll show you what to do next. Right, so now that we've made it to the end, we're just going to yarn over, go into this last chain and work a half double crochet, just like that. Now, to start the new row, what you're going to do is that you're going to chain one, but you're going to make it kind of tight. So I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to kind of pull on this to tighten it. Then, instead of turning our work this way, we're going to be actually turning it the other way. So we're going to go like this so that the yarn's in front. And we're going to be working a half double crochet in this first stitch, and then in every stitch all the way up until the end. So just do that. Alright, so we're at our last stitch right now, so I'm going to show you what to do. This is different from what we've been doing so far, so it's crucial that you pay attention. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to go into this last stitch right here, then I'm going to yarn over, pull through one, then I'm going to kind of pull my stitches up like that, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through that, just like that. And then I'm going to chain one really tight, and then I'm going to flip my work this way, okay? So I know some of you guys are used to flipping your work this way, but in order to get these straight edges, we're going to flip it this way. So the yarn's in front, and then we're just going to continue at our half double crochets. As you can see, I've made it to the end again, so I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to go into that stitch, we're going to yarn over, pull through one, then I'm going to pull this tight, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through that, and then I'm going to chain one, make that super tight, and flip over, and we're just going to keep doing that process. So this is how this square looks, but if you're using a different type of yarn from me, and you decide to work more rows, then your square would look like this. But either way, both the edges and both the sides are straight. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want me to do another tutorial with straight edges but with half double crochet or even single crochet, leave a comment down below. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!